Episode 315. We've been running dungeons as usual, with everyone taking turns and occasionally making small improvements to the records. Amid this wave of record-breaking, Ye Shu's team didn't make a single devastating move that left everyone in despair. Just like every other guild's dungeon team, whenever they broke a record, it was only by the slimmest of margins. They still held the record, but tyrannical ambition was hot on their heels, poised to overtake them at any moment. This tense standoff, however, did help tyrannical ambition regain some face after their recent public shaming alongside Bluebrook Guild. At least the players could see they had a real chance against Lord Grimm. The other guilds weren't about to be left behind, racking up their own achievements in the One-Line Valley dungeon. But after these few days, these top-tier level 33 players were on the verge of breaking through, ready to step into level 34. Yet the dungeon record for One-Line Canyon remained unsettled. Lord Grimm's team was indeed in first place, but they only led the second place, Tyrannical Ambition, by 2 seconds. The third-ranked Herb Garden was a mere 4 seconds behind. Blue River Pavilion trailed by 5 seconds. That means the top 4 records were separated by less than 5 seconds, a gap that could be closed with a bit of luck and a few extra critical hits. Every major guild watching the record boards felt a storm brewing on the horizon. Now that the top players from the major guilds are entering level 34 territory, they'll hold nothing back. They're going to set the strongest record possible. But what about Lord Grimm? This time, they've been sticking with the big guilds the whole way. What are they waiting for? Are they waiting for some guild to think they've won, just to smash out a new record and crush them? Which guild will it be? Majestic Hero, Herb Garden, or the already trampled Bluebrook Guild? Those guilds who thought they couldn't compete with the big names had all become Lord Grimm's fans. Watching Lord Grimm and his crew stomp all over the big guilds' records, they felt a surge of vindication. On Sunday night, as usual, Ye Shu sat at a random computer in the smoking area, gaming until his shift change. The mood was high at Happy Internet Cafe. In last night's Pro League match, their home team Excellent Era had scored another resounding victory. Sun Shang continued his masterful control of One Autumn Leaf, with commentators adding that this was the kind of performance that could make Excellent Era's fans forget Ye Shu. Although Excellent Era's chances of making the playoffs this season were now slim, everyone could see their powerful resurgence, sweeping away the old lethargy. Next season, they'll be back in the championship race. The fans can hardly wait to just skip the rest of this season already. Ever since last night's match, Boss Chen had been riding a wave of excitement. When Ye Shu got up today, he saw that Chen Guo had already cordoned off 3 computers in the internet cafe. She declared them for exclusive use, reasoning that the place almost never filled up to the point of being short just 3 machines. If someone absolutely needs to use them, we can just swap out their special keyboards temporarily. That way, the keyboards and mice won't get abused by the customers.
3 machines. Don't tell me one of them is for me?
No worries, just make a few adjustments.
No need for me. I'm always at the front desk for my night shifts.
Huh?
I smoke during the day. Can you really stand sitting next to me? But leaving it there is fine. It'll give me a place to sit when I come by to give you pointers.
Why don't you just go die?
Chen Guo shot Ye Shu a glare and immediately directed someone to cancel the computer they had just set aside for him. As the clock neared 9, Ye Shu had a cigarette between his lips, but Lord Grimm was already on the road to Buell's Town. 9 p.m. on Sunday night, the appointed time for their second decisive battle with Tyrannical Ambition.
Are the materials all ready?
Ye Xiu sent a message to Cold River at Night. Cold River at Night almost reflexively typed back, "All set," but the instant he realized what he was doing, he snatched his hand away from the enter key. Why was he being so obedient? Knight, crossing the cold pool, looked down on himself.
You're up.
In the end, Cold Knight Crossing replied in a gruff, brusque tone. At exactly 9 o'clock, Lord Grimm arrived at the entrance to the Buell's Town Arena. He entered, found the room, and sent the room number to Nighttide Cold Abyss. The opposing team of 5 was already assembled, the same 5 characters as the last match, but Ye Shu knew the players behind those avatars were now completely different. The striker took the captain's position, with Cleric Ye Weiyang in the 4th seat. Elementalist Love to join the fun was in the 3rd, flanked by a Blade Master and a Sharpshooter. Ye Shu chuckled. No doubt about it, that striker was Han Wenqing. The cleric, Ye Weiyang, was of course Zhang Xinjie. The mage, Ai Ku Renao, was probably Bai Yanfei. Then there was Blade Master Yu Tian and sharpshooter Wang Qichuan. Of course Ye Shu knew all of Tyranny's pro players. But Ye Shu wasn't omniscient. There were still things he didn't know. Of the 5 characters currently on the field, only 3 were actually being piloted by Tyranny's pro players. Han Wenqing's striker, Zhang Xinjie's cleric Ye Weiyang, and Bai Yanfei's elementalist loved to join the fun. Ye Shu had guessed all 3 correctly, but the Blade Master and Sharpshooter weren't Tyranny's pro players. The account cards for these 2 characters aren't even with Tyranny. What use would their players have for them? But if we really needed to find them, it's not like we couldn't get our hands on some account cards. But Han Wenqing's point was that 3 was plenty.
Send in the whole team? Haven't you embarrassed yourselves enough already?
When Han Wenqing spoke with such chilling finality, who would dare say another word?